University of Queensland, a growing frustration is echoing among students. Parking disasters are a daily struggle, with limited spaces and unreasonably high fees compounding the issue. Students find themselves late to lectures and tutorials, endlessly searching for a spot. Even those living on campus aren't spared, as their dorm parking areas are overtaken. This documentary dives deep into the parking crisis at UQ, uncovering the stories and struggles of those affected. The first and foremost issue is the sheer lack of parking spaces. With thousands of students commuting daily, finding a spot has become a daunting task.
I'm doing a Bachelor of Exercise Physiology.
I'm studying mechatronic engineering.
Awesome. How do you usually come to uni?
I drive here.
I also drive here, yeah. Well, I drive close to because I can't park.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of UQ car park?
It is atrocious. It's terrible.
I think I've managed to get a park like twice this year.
Yeah, I have to park at a friend's house and then walk here, like an extra 15-minute walk, just because there's no parking here.
I studied biomedical science.
Awesome. How do you usually come to uni?
Usually I drive.
Okay. What's your opinion on the UQ car park?
It's not that great. There are too many students and not that many car parks for them.
Like, so congested, I don't think I can find a place to park, right?
Right.
The limited parking spaces are just the beginning of the struggle. As we delve deeper, we'll uncover how this issue extends beyond mere inconvenience, impacting the lives of students in unexpected ways. Due to the limited parking space, some students end up parking in restricted parking areas, such as permit zones, loading zones, and even reserved parking areas. Fearing they might miss important lectures and tutorials, the students often face parking tickets as a result. A UQ student, Tak, shares his testimony.
Hi, my name is Tak. I study journalism here at UQ. I drive car. The other day, I got a parking fine. Basically, I came to uni about 30 minutes before the tutorial starts. And that tutorial was a mandatory one, and I really needed to attend, otherwise I lose mark because they take attendance. Was driving around the whole 30 minutes, I couldn't find a single parking space. It was terrible, and I had no choice but to park at one of the permit parking spaces, and I personally parked at the dentist parking. And then I spent 3 to 4 hours on campus, and I went back to my car, saw a piece of paper on my car, my heart was pounding. I picked it up, had a look, it was a parking ticket, and it was really devastating.
To combat the parking issue, a student called Cynthia has moved to an on-campus dorm called the UQ Res.
My name is Cynthia Mai. I'm studying biomedical science, and also I live at UQ Res. The reason I moved to UQ Res was because the parking was so horrible. It was a big struggle to find parking at UQ. If you came into uni anytime between 8 a.m. and like 2 p.m. So if you wanted to find parking, you needed to come to uni like at 7 o'clock or after 2 p.m. Parking was always full between those times. Parking is expensive as well. All the parking spots where parking was affordable, they would fill up super quick. And then the spaces that might have been left would be like $5 per hour or something. And as a student, it's just not feasible. And I figured that it'd be easier to move to uni on campus so that it would save time. I'd have to pay a little bit more maybe, but then just save so much energy. And yeah, that's like how bad the parking was at UQ.
However, she was not able to escape from the parking crisis. This issue has not only been affecting the students living far away from the university, but also the students living in UQ Res.
So at UQ Res, where I live now on campus, there are parking spots around UQ Res. It's a bit further out from uni, but it's always full here as well, and many of the residents can't find parking spots here because students who can't find space closer into uni will come out and park out here. I think this is a big problem for other residents here as well, because I've spoken with other people who drive here and who also struggle to find parking.
Hi, my name is Lauren and I'm studying communication. And one thing I hate about the parking, it's like there are not a lot of space for people to park. And also, I'm currently living in UQ Res, so it is also difficult for me to find a car park. Whenever I want to go out to shop during the day, it's kind of hard for me to like drive back and find a spot for me to park. All the UQ students, they park their car near our dorm, so it is really annoying since like for the residents in UQ Res, we can't really have any parking spot.
The last segment of our documentary features an insightful interview with a student who has requested for a phone call interview. During this conversation, she strongly expresses her opinions, shining light on the underlying concerns and mirroring the views of the fellow UQ students.
Hi, I'm a third-year nursing student at UQ, and I currently drive to university because I live at Runcorn Plaza. I've been working 2 jobs during the weekends. It's hard enough managing rent, food, and gasoline, but adding high parking fees on top of that is just too much for me. Why do UQ students have to struggle so much with finding a car park and then pay for it as well? Isn't parking a basic provision that a university should supply? For students who live far away like me, how are we supposed to study effectively when coming to university is such a struggle and parking becomes a daily battle? The parking makes me not want to attend lectures anymore.
Many UQ students have offered potential solutions regarding the issue, such as adding more parking space, reducing parking fees or making parking free for UQ students, and for the university to focus on student needs.
It would be very nice if they made parking more accessible at UQ.
They should build more parking spots.
You build multi-level car park because probably not enough.
Reduce the price of parking. Honestly, the parking should be free for uni students, because how are we meant to afford this?
They should reduce the fee. We're a student, so we don't have a lot of money to pay on the parking fee.
Students are already facing numerous financial burdens, from rent and bills to groceries and daily necessities. For many UQ students, expenses are piling up, forcing them to work multiple jobs, skip meals, or even borrow money. University students are financially unstable, and on top of that, they are struggling with lectures and assignments. Adding more financial and mental stress on them is simply too harsh. The parking crisis at the University of Queensland is more than just an inconvenience. It's a barrier to education, a strain on finances, and a source of daily stress for students. By addressing this issue, the university has an opportunity to enhance the student experience, improve academic performance, and foster a supportive community. Together, we can advocate for better solutions. Whether it's expanding parking facilities for students or reducing parking fees, positive change is within reach. It's time for the university to listen to its students, prioritize them, and take action. A better future starts with addressing the needs of today.